Yes, baby.
You said you can have a baby when you're 12, and then explained how her friend had a baby when she was 12. Is that true? Can you have a baby when you're 12?
Well, it's not a good idea to have a baby when. Well, when you're 12, you're still a baby. You don't have a job. You can't work until you're 16.
She also said that her friend's mother, maybe that was her stepsister. Yeah, her stepsister had the baby when she was 12, but her stepsister's mom took care of it.
I won't take care of a baby if you make a baby at 12. You're going to be on your own. No. Listen, it's not a good idea to...
I'm not getting a baby when I'm 12.
This is stressful. I need the daddy. We're gonna... You heard that? I'm not even a girl.
If you were a girl, you would have a vagina. You would... Zaya, let's not talk about this. Okay. If you were a girl, you would be like me. You would be popular. You would be... You're not popular. You would be sassy. You're not fancy. You would be popular. You're not popular. I am popular. Popular means you're famous.
She is popular.
Famous. You're not world famous.
She is world famous.
You never say I'm not famous.
You're famous, girl, and you are popular.
Well, I was famous.
And you're popular.
Can I play outside?
Um,
I'm getting some water. I'm not playing outside.
We're gonna have this conversation again with Dad, okay?
Okay. And I'm asking.
Sharif, tell your dad what you told me today in the car. Tell me, what do we...
You said you can have a baby as long as you're 12. And explain how her stepsister had a baby when she was 12. Her mother took care of the baby and her stepsister helped, I think. Is that true? Can you have a baby as long as you're 12?
Biologically,
Yes.
because you're my son and I won't lie to you, yes. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, can I tell you what that all entails?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said something that was actually an issue. You notice when you said that the girl had a baby when she was 12 years old, but her mother had to help raise the baby?
Mm-hmm.
That's because at 12, you're too young. It's too young to have a baby. You're still a child. Right. In order for a woman to have a baby, a man needs to play a part in it. Mom was not able to have you all without me being involved.
So
let's not get trapped on that. Just listen.
Okay.
12 years old is too young. That's why when you're a child, having a child, adults need to help you. And adults need to help you because you're too young. So when I said spiritually, emotionally, mentally, it is not God's will for you to have a baby without being married. There are people that do it. But mom and dad, we did it the right way. You guys were able to be awesome, healthy, and live under a home where you have a mom and a dad. Dad wasn't raised with my father. It is not acceptable to first I said God, and it is not allowed, especially in this house. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So conversations like these are going to happen because I recall when I was around your age too that I had these kind of conversations.
So
The point is,
it's important when you're still a kid, you make sure that you don't have a baby. Because if you have the baby, you would have an extra baby.
if you have a baby,
It's okay. You just need
as
a
a
husband.
child, right?
We
So
can have
that means it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Yes, not okay
If
to
we
have
had a
a
baby,
husband.
then we have to get married. But since I'm a kid, I am not getting no
And-
baby.
You won't have a baby until you're 12.
No! She's not gonna have a baby when she's 12.
Oh, yes.
Are you? I don't think you guys are
Yeah,
listening.
you guys guys aren't listening, so I'm going to rehash it again, and this is what's going to happen. You're not going to talk.
Yes, sir.
Your first thing in this house is to focus on being a child. That's it. Your second thing in this house is to focus on being a better human being. That means working hard, pleasing God. Your third thing is in this house is to make sure you follow the instructions of your parents. We're not talking about you having babies or anything like that. That's not going to be your path. Do you understand me? You won't be 12, 13, 14. You won't be a child or a teenager.
No.
Before you have babies, if you decide to. That is something that you should do once your life is right. You want to know what I mean by your life is right?
Yes.
Your life is right means God created Adam and Eve, right? In the Bible, in the book of Genesis. When God created the first person named Adam, what Adam had was God gave him a responsibility. He gave him a job, and he gave him resources. Let me tell you what I mean. He gave him a responsibility because he said, you are to have dominion over the earth. That means the earth is your responsibility. And then he gave him a job. He said, I want you to name all the animals. And then he gave him resources. He said that the ground is going to yield fruit to you. So this is what I'm saying. You don't even think about having a child until you are responsible by having responsibilities. Until you have a job or a career, or what I mean is until you start making money. And then you have resources. Resources meaning that it's not just money that you're making, but you're also able to provide a lifestyle for a child. And then the most important part after that is you have someone that you spend the rest of your life with in order to have a baby. But we're not talking about that right now. Your three focus is supposed to be being responsible, finding something on this earth to do, and thirdly, that will make you money. That's the three things that you focus on.
If you have a child as an adult, you have to make sure all the circumstances are right. You want to make sure that you trust the person that you have a child with. You want to make sure that you trust them. Trust comes over time. So you can't meet someone and say, you're my friend, and then you just give them a baby. You can't do that. That's number one. You have to trust the person over time so that you can see how the world changes. Right?
Right.
Then number two, you have to be financially able to take care of yourself and your home. So before mom and dad had Sharif, we had a home and we were married. We were together for 4.5 years. So we trusted one another.
Cause you ain't have a baby. You ain't have a baby.
Listen.
No.
I never wanted to have a baby. I love you guys very much. But when I was a little girl, I did not have these kinds of conversations.
Right.
I did not babysit other people's children. I wanted to have a career. A job that you go to school for, or a job that you learn that you do, like you're an actor. I did not want children, but God said He sent me this man who wanted children.
And then you had to get children.
And then, right, I have these children.
Right, but the reason why she decided to have you guys, because I could have said to her, I want a children. She could have said, no, I don't want children. And then we just wouldn't have had you. The reason why we had you is because she, over time, trusted me and said, okay, even though that's not my goal of having children, because that was never her goal, She said, I trust me, Sharif, enough that when I do have children, he'll be there to help and take care of them.
Right.
Okay?
And that's what he's
But that
doing.
took over time. She had to trust me in order to know that I would be a good dad. Okay? When you're 12 years old, you don't know a person. You don't know what love is. You don't know what parenting is. You don't know what it is to be a kid. Because you're only 12. Just like you both, all three of you. You may think that you know a lot of things, but you don't. Mom and dad have been your age. And we thought that we knew things, and then we found out, oh no, I didn't really know what I thought I knew. So trust me when I'm saying to you that 12 years old is too young to have a child. But more importantly, our mindset has to be those three things again. Having a responsibility or responsibilities, that means being responsible. Having a career, that means having a job, something that you enjoy that God has called you to do. And then getting money from that which you do. Okay? If you don't have those three criteria, don't even talk about marriage. Don't talk about being with anyone. Don't talk about a baby. Because it's not an option. Especially in this house. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
You listen to that too?